All right, this is a percent change. Let me fix that camera. A percent change problem. All right, so what it says here is by switching, oh, that didn't work. By switching service providers, a family's telephone bill went from $50 a month to $42 a month. And they're saying, what is the percent change? Okay, so the first thing is we write down what the information we have, which is the phone bill went from $50 a month to $42 a month. Then we subtract those numbers and find how much it changed. So in this situation, it decreased by $8 because 50 minus 42 equals 8. In our third step in this problem, you want to divide the amount it decreased by, which is 8. That's the amount it decreased by the original price per month of 50. I'm going to work that out, and then I'll explain why we work it out that way. So the amount decreased, which is 8, divided by the original amount of 50. Now, when you divide a fraction, you will get a decimal. And when you get a decimal, you can then convert it to a percent. Right now, I am looking for my calculator. It is, there it is. Okay. Now, I have a scientific calculator. If you pull up your calculator on your computer, normally they look like this. But if you click View, you can go to Scientific and it expands. All right. 8 divided by 50 equals 16. So 0, well, it's 0.16, sorry. 0.16 is the decimal. When you change a decimal to a percent, you are multiplying by 100. That's what you're really doing. But the fast way, and that gives you 16%, is you're always moving the decimal to the right 2 places. That's what you're really doing to get that 16%. So I can do another quick example. If I have 0.12 as my answer, I can move the decimal over 2 places to the right, and that will put it there, which will then equal 12% because I moved the decimal to here from here. This is a decimal. It looks kind of funny, but that's a decimal. Okay. And what we are doing with this problem is the percent is a percentage of, this percent here is a percentage of the $50, the original amount. So 16% of that $50, it was $8. So that's what it's saying. It increased, or decreased, I'm sorry. So the bill decreased by 16%. So that means it decreased by $8. Because this percent is just a fraction of the 50. If you were to say 25% of the people in the room, that's only a quarter of the people. That's part of the people in the room. So percents are fractions. They're parts of wholes. And this 16% is a part of that original price. So when you're doing a problem that asks you for percent change, they want the percent that the original amount changed. So if we work this problem backwards, let me clear a space so we can do that. If I took that off, if we work the problem backwards, if I needed to find out if somebody said my bill started at $50 and the bill changed, let's see if I can type that, changed by 16%. And then it said, well, how much money did the bill change by? So if $50 changed by 16%, then we have to find out how much of the $50 it changed, had changed. So what we would do for math on that would be $50 times the 16% should give us back our $8. So let's check the math. 16%, remember, becomes a decimal. So $50 times 0.16, because to go back to a decimal, you move the from the percent to a decimal, you go move the decimal back the other direction so that you're moving it here. So now you multiply 50 times, where are we? 50 times 0.16 equals 8. So if you're asking the question in a different way, somebody said the bill changed by 16%. You know it changed by $8. If they said it decreased by 16%, that means it went down by $8. If they said it increased by 16%, that means it went up $8. So once you know how much it changed by, you can do what you need to do accordingly. If it decreased by 50, you subtract 50 minus 8 and you get how much it decreased, which is back to our $42. So I worked this problem forwards, just straight, finding a percent change, and then from a percent change of an original amount, you can find how much it changed by.